We're live. Let's make some money today. God, it's gonna be a good day. You just feel it. Just feel it, you know. Nothing crazy, just good day. Just make it a good day. Like, that's all we got to do. Dial in here. 5 minutes till open. Five minutes till the open here. Just gotta dial in. Find what really makes sense for us. And CPI. CPI candle's pretty interesting. Prior to that CPI, had we taken out? Okay, so CPI did take us yesterday's high out. All right. Kind of bullish, kind of not sure. Bullish on the overall. We broke through with this candle all the way to the, broke through a previous spot. Kind of consolidating, kind of just basing. Did CPI come out, that was positive, so. Yeah. We're in a good spot. Let's make some money. 4 minutes till market opens. No reason to rush anything. Wait for market to just come in and do the thing. Got a chat, huh? Here at the 21,000 whole number. Kind of in the middle of the CPI data candle. Make sure these follow. Yesterday's high. We're trading into it right now. The 20,990. It's just about 21,000 whole number. Here, yesterday's high. Yeah. Yeah. Overall. Wait till we get some good information. Going live here in a couple minutes. We got 2.5 minutes. And the market shall be opened. We're at 21,000 whole number right now. We will be trading dos contratos. And then if we can get these over 3K, maybe more, we will take cuatro contratas or cinco tomadas, cinco mañana, cinco contratas mañana. I want to start getting better at my Spanish. I do. A minute and a half now. Still at this 21,000 whole number. Bottom of CPI is the 949. Top of it is 167. So about a 100-point candle here that we're working inside of. Hey. 30 seconds now. See what the market wants to do. 30 seconds. Market's gonna go ding ding in about 25 seconds. Bitches, ding ding ding. 20,000, 21,000s. This is also yesterday's high here, so we give this up. We could come into this peak maybe. Selling down off the open. Opening print price was the 20,100 whole number. 20 points selling off of that so far. Data low lines up with anything too significant. Maybe opening print price, maybe this price. Price is trying back now, back to the 21,000 whole number. Decent move from that bottom there. Went down to about the 20,980s. Now at the 21,020s. About 40-point move so far. Still right here, opening print price at the 21,000 whole number. You have a lot of time. No reason to take anything unnecessary. You have plenty of time to find something attractive here, something that's going to be good for us. The 21,020s. We sweep the CPI number. That could be interesting. $21,020s, trying the 30s here. Top of this candle is at the 21,060s. Next liquidity above that. Actually, the 21,000s is the next liquidity. Next obvious liquidity above that is 21,315s, about 300 points above this drop. So we'll see. We're going for data high right now. Let's see if we can crush it. Not feeling overly bearish since we had such a strong close on that candle yesterday. Not feeling overly bearish yet. Kind of want to try to short the top of this data high, but it's a little early in the market still. Would have just offered an opportunity. Hard for me to be overly bearish right now. I've had a lot of good information. We didn't get to quite sweep this high yet either, so. Be a little bit more patient. Let the first 15 minutes really line up here. Price is trying back to the EMA now. Your price can get above this data high now. Looks like price is kind of just absorbing orders here. Still feel like we might see some bullish continuation. Top of this data was an interest point where I wanted to see maybe us react and sell off of it. Market's only been open for 9 minutes. Lots of time to find a spot. Definitely some battle here. Just 21,060s. It's the CPI data high. The market's only been open for 10 minutes now. 15-minute range hasn't been placed yet. The CPI data candle is going to be a lot of the information. Market's been open for 11 minutes. A couple more here to get our first 15 minutes. A little bit more before we get an idea of where we're really going. Excuse me, jeez. Back inside of the CPI data candle is interesting here. Would have expected this to continue to break. First 15 minutes hasn't been set yet. We've got an order. We got an order officially placed for our first one here. I'm gonna try to short these highs. I already canceled it. I don't know. We're interested right there. Still kind of are, but want to be a little bit more patient. Let's sell two here. We're going to try to sell this top again. Not overly bearish, but we're going to try to sell this top. Don't say that. I'll give us a little Philly fill. We're looking for a fill here. Want to get short. Nasdaq's feeling like she wants higher prices, but we're going to hold on to our horses here. We're going to try to get short here. Try to take a little position at the 77s. May not get filled. Trying to short this previous 15-minute high range. We are forming pretty decent bullish structure though, so gonna keep that in mind. I feel like if price keeps hanging out here, we're gonna go rip. I don't love it. It's funny that we would still be in this from our first offer. Excuse me. Fuck the function. I'll be back. Will, what's up, brother? Let's get this. How you doing, bro? First 15-minute range is in. We just set our high here. Yeah, adjust my box a little bit here. That's the first 15-minute range. Looking for some options. We have the next big liquidities at 2,300, so quite a ways up there, or 21,300, I'm saying. A little bit up there. We have the CPI data candle that I was kind of seeing if we would run through and bring back down. We're holding. So yeah, right now, not a lot to do. Just sit on our hands. Hope you had a good night, Will. Hope you crushed the markets today, bro. Hope we have a lot of opportunity. I want to see the markets present us with some opportunities here to make some money. Good man, ready to make some money. Hell yes. And you got the fresh XFAs. We do. We got some 5 new fresh ones. Let's fucking turn them up, you know. Let's make them something pretty here. Today's day 3. Day 3 of 4 of my strategy. So today I need to get these accounts roughly like 3 grand. And then tomorrow we'll have 3 tries, full 5 contracts to try to get to that 10 grand per account. And then that'll be the $25,000 payout. That's what the goal is here. So let's make it happen. Let's have a good day 3 here. Market right now is trying the 21,100s, 21,100 whole number. We don't really have any big liquidity draws, like I said, until like 21,300, so quite a ways up there. But if the market wants to just keep soaring, well, we'll see what happens. We've been going straight up for a while now. Obviously, we're getting good news, good bullish information, so just see what happens. You passed yours, so you're trading XFA right now too, right? You're trading XFAs right now too? What is this that texted me? Breaking out of the 15-minute range there. What is this? 45. That's our 15-minute range. Breaking back into it right now. Trying the top of it. Yes, sir. Love to hear it, buddy. Let's see what happens here. Right now, there's not a whole lot to do. We're kind of just going one direction. No structure or anything too attractive at the moment. Just being patient. Really interesting hourly candle chart there. This thing just keeps going up all day. It's one of the harder days for me to find spots to get in. We just keep finding these micro pullbacks and then continuation. And it's one of the harder trend days for me to trade. So we'll see if we can what we can do with it. Hourly candles looking pretty strong. Hourly candles. Still a really big gap from Sunday to Friday, or Sunday to Monday, I mean. Technically Friday to Monday. Strong yesterday, which is the reason I'm not overly bearish. It was a really strong yesterday. If you look on the daily, we ended up pushing above previous highs with a strong candle closure as well. So there's really no, I wouldn't be surprised to see some continuation from that. There's no clear signs of weakness or exhaustion or anything like that. Obviously, we're still getting good information in terms of the tariff information. So, yeah, overall, I think the market is still accepting higher prices, which we're seeing. Now it's tough because, like, what pullback even makes sense? Yesterday's high, maybe. down here, but that's just at a weird price for the opening print price. Like, oof, I don't know. It's tough. Really interesting price action today already. Nothing super readable, which always means we have patience. Thankfully, I don't got to get out of here till normal time, 11:30, so we can have plenty of opportunity. More than enough time to find an opportunity that makes sense. NASDAQ still pushing up here into the 21,120s. Finding some support and continuation. Again, if it's one of those days where we just kind of like inch higher, you know, we get like a little micro pullback and then higher leg extension. Those are my harder days to get into, so we'll see. Right now, looking at the hourly chart, I would definitely like a pullback into yesterday's high, kind of towards the top of time, kind of towards this breakout. So maybe somewhere back around, you know, this range here, somewhere around here, somewhere back around the 21,000s. How big was our 15-minute range? From the 74s to the 79s, so about 100-point opening range. We love to see that. Options for volatility. Opportunity is there to make some money. I mean, that right there, that 100 points is all I need. These two contracts, get those 100 points. I'll have 4K in each account, and then that will give us 4 lives tomorrow to try to swing and close the accounts at the 10. So, loving the opportunity. Just got to find a spot that makes sense. 958. There's nothing telling me that this price is going to be a turnaround price, unfortunately. We're kind of right in the middle of some pretty big liquidity, so that's what I'm saying. The hourly, this close yesterday was so strong. That's like, we may just go see the 21,300s and it might just be one of those micro pullback type of days. We just have a long, but we'll see what happens. Just a trend day possibility here. Still right here at the 21,120s. Nothing going on. Today's going to be a day to just find some good opportunity. Be patient. Very much patience today. 10 o'clock candle's coming. 10 o'clock candle's coming. We had a really strong 9 to 10 hourly candle there, so still expecting some continuation, especially off that hourly candle close there. You just can't chase this thing at this price. Price is trying the 21,130s now, pressing past the previous hourly high. I want to see if this rejects back inside of this range for a possible move short, or if we just see some continuation here. Setting a wick above that high. We've still pretty much gone only straight up since open. Opening print price with the 21,000 whole number. We're about 130 points off that. And then about 160 points off the bottom. So. Just trying to be observant here, trying to watch price action, trying to get a better idea of what's going on. We're still right here at the top of this previous hourly candle. So if we did wick back inside, we'd be creating that wick, right? The spot where it's really most ideal to be in a trade. So on the hourly here, if we can get back above this hour, which we already are, and then push back below inside of it, then you can kind of expect that retracement that we were talking about, but kind of back towards this area. That's kind of what I'm looking at right now. I want to see this push back inside of this range, which is about these 130s. Otherwise, we're just going to keep slowly inching higher. And that's okay. That's just not exactly the easiest to trade. This feels very trendy. We're just gonna, like I said, just all day kind of find higher prices, just not quickly and not cleanly. Inch our way up towards those 21,300, that other liquidity draw there. Still hoping for somewhat of a pullback before the move really happens. We've only gone straight up since market open. Market's been open for about 35 minutes now. Market's only been open for about 35 minutes. Pull back into this price would be very ideal. The EMA. We're just waiting. It's really it's our job right now. Getting paid to sit and wait. Well, hopefully we're getting paid. Hopefully we end up getting paid today. I want to see some sellers start to reject this price, push us back below that hourly, give us another retest so we can get short, and then go for it. These micro pullbacks, these kind of what I'm talking about, or barely anything, like just a micro pullback into the EMA or something, just a little slight retracement, and then the actual buyers just bring it in, continue it. And it's kind of what we've been seeing. Kind of what I think the day could look like in general, just like that. Micro pullback and a higher high. Micro pullback, higher high. These are the days right here that I usually, it's just hard to get into positions, you know, like there's really nothing that's offering clear risk to reward, nothing that's offering some really attractive structure, just inching higher. We'll be patient. Maybe we'll get something here. But right now, 36 minutes in the market open, nothing being presented. Here at the 21,150s. Only interested in short, really, but below these 130s. And then even then, it's going to be interesting because buyers are just buying. Buyers be buying, you know. Economy be booming. Charts be going up. Higher highs still being found in the NASDAQ. We've kind of just gone one directional since market open. Bottom of the 70s. We're almost 200 points off the bottom. And about 170 points off the opening print price. Now only about 150 points away from the other next draw on liquidity at the 21,300s, which is definitely not impossible. Strong candle close in the 21,170s, still finding height. Might be trying the 21,200 here. Traction's picking up a little bit. Traction's picking up a little bit here. Seeing some extension now. This looks very trend day like, especially as we are deviating away from the VWAP even more and more. So with trend days, it's tough because you're going to get a pullback that you're like, oh, this is definitely going to go back to VWAP, and then it never does. So maybe the 2160s, 21,060s, we could be looking for a pullback, kind of towards the top of this opening range, top of the CPI data candle. We're going to get a couple sharp candles. That would be the pullback, and then you're like, oh, this is going to definitely continue to VWAP, and then it never does. And we just inch all the way back up and inch. So kind of first anticipation, or kind of trying to, spot what type of day this looks like, and it feels like we could just be trending. It's an option. Slowly inching higher, micro pullbacks. Right now, there's nothing to do. We're 200 points from the bottom, and we've just gone up straight. You got to get a little bit better structure. I'm going to go draw out that other liquidity so we know what we're actually looking at here. $326. $21,326. Slight pullback at the 80s there, trying the 50s, which is the EMA. To the 2180s there, about 200 points. See what the market does now. We've been respecting this EMA all morning, just riding it straight up. Will we continue to ride, or will we find a little retracement here? No way, that's what VWAP is, right? It is. That's VWAP. VWAP is aggressively curling. Already at the almost 21,000 whole number. Almost at the 21,000 whole number, which is where we would kind of be loving a pullback, which again indicates to me that we kind of might just be trending today. I would love a pullback into the top of this range. Not sure there how much we're gonna get. Still respecting the EMA as of right now. Still respecting the micro pullbacks and then continuation. Our first sign that we might possibly have some sellers interested. Is it going to be enough to move this thing? Or are those just the first people to sell? They're going to get ran over. There's nothing to do. One of the hardest part about being a trader, just being patient, right? Well, for some people are good at it. But just recognizing that there's not always something to do, not always something to be, not always a trade to be putting on, or just analyzing the market's usually the best thing you can be doing. Just getting that screen time, getting that awareness. Trying our old peak here at the 21,180s. Will we break through there? I'm going to see a little possible double top here that could bring us lower. NASDAQ setting new highs. Yeah. NASDAQ pressing the 21,200 whole number now. Still just finding higher highs. That 326 is looking a lot more possible now. We just can't chase this thing right here. Gotta wait for a spot that makes sense. Gives us a nice pullback, some better structure. Decent risk to reward. Pushed with a nice candle pop there into the 200s. Buyers are showing themselves here today. Into the 210s already now. I think we're getting in the idea, boys, of where this thing wants to go. Market's been open for 44 minutes now. We're well beyond the opening range. I want a little bit of a pullback before we try to join the longs, but that's what we're looking at. Still holding these 200s. The problem is, this is the hardest part, right? Like if this is a trend day and we're just gonna kind of respect these micro pullbacks and everything, where in the world do we even want to try to get involved? Obviously, yesterday's high, previous day high, the 21,000 is the most attractive, but now we're so extended from that. Maybe the top of the 15-minute range could be an option, depending on where this VWAP keeps going. Obviously, as this becomes more curled, in trend days, we usually just stay right away from it. So if we continue to separate from the VWAP and this keeps curling up, it's going to just keep adjusting where we pull back. And even on all these micro moves, there hasn't been anything clear to, like, no clear spot. I mean, maybe this 150 was the smallest we've had, but like nothing nothing, right? So just be careful. Find a spot, be patient. We have lots of opportunity. The market is crushing right now, crushing. So no reason it can't crush with you. Just gotta find a spot where it makes the most sense. Still here at the 21,200 whole number. About 200 points off of opening print price, a little over. About 240 from the bottom. And we're finding higher prices. Boom, more continuation, more aggressive buying. Pushing us to the 21,230s now. More aggressive buying with wicks. What is going on? People are slapping the bid right now. 21,240s. 80 points off that previous draw on liquidity at the 21,326s now. Looking far more attractive and possible. It's just hard to find a spot that we can get in there with it. I recognize that I'm always happy that I recognize it could be a trend day around like here. You know, it's like I realized around almost 10 o'clock that it could be an option. Which is good because old Tyler definitely blew some accounts trying to counter a trend day without being aware that that's what's going on. But I'm definitely seeing some signs that we could just be going in one direction. We held the bottom of the CPI data candle. We never tested it. Ripped up to the top of it. Based. Found some continuation. And now we've just kind of gone one direction. It's hard to even imagine this thing presenting a decent pullback that'd be attractive. Maybe these 150s. But nothing really makes sense for my strategy. So 21,230 now. Trying into the EMA. One of the bigger pullbacks we've seen thus far. Into the 21,200. I don't know if I love it enough to long it. Even though trend says that's your friend. The trend says that's the friend. Try to long these 200s. Take a stab at it. I just feel like we're due for a decent little move. Maybe back to these 180s I could like a little bit better. Though we have been respecting this EMA all morning. All morning we've been respecting this EMA, so see if that continues right now. $21,212. The actual 200 numbers right here. First string of 3 red minute candles we've seen, so do with that as you will, but that's what we're looking at right now. Price is somewhat holding these 200s. I don't believe it though. I don't really believe this. Might see our first 4 red candles in a row here. Get 20 seconds to decide. Where's this top at? 21,240s. It's also, I don't believe, to be the top. I think we're getting an opportunity for somewhat of a pullback here. Not sure where it's going to come to, but hold the doji down there. Interesting. Very interesting candle to print. We're going to put an order here at the 80s if we can get a pull into it. Might be looking for the 50s if this fails. We have a couple attempts though. 10-point stop, 2 contracts, $400 risk. It's tough because even this offer that we're putting here at the 170s, 180s is, you know, it's tough. It really is tough. The better play might be trying to just get short on the top near this range and try to get a reaction down before we actually get to push higher. It's just hard to try to fight this trend. We've been going straight up. Holding the EMA still. Printing interesting candles. Little doji and then reverse hammer there. It's hard to try to short on a trend day. I don't even know if I love our 80 buy here, honestly. I might just be taking this off as well. I don't know if we'd get that fill on these candles. One quick pull into here, but we're kind of respecting the EMA. But if we keep basing here and then give it all up, then it changes the way I feel about it. Could maybe look for this 50s. Another interesting candle print. I'm going to cancel our order. I think I want it more at these 50s. I wanted us to kind of get a quicker fill than what we're doing right now. If we keep holding this EMA and then slowly give it up, then the pullback I expect to be a little stronger than 30 points, which 30 points was our entry. Going sideways, finding some doji printing here on the EMA. This feels like you have to take the long here. It really does. Feels like we have to take the long here, even though we're so extended. This is the hardest part about trend trading. When the day is just going one directional. I mean, we have this clear liquidity draw that we already spotted out. We didn't know if we were going to get there, but this price action is showing us that we could. Just this trend day is so hard. Hardest day for me personally, just because these micro pullbacks don't offer anything really attractive. There's no clear liquidity. Like this pullback here that we just got, I mean, obviously, in hindsight, the 200s was a hold, but it's just still so, it just feels such a low probability, so low risk, or high risk. Like, trend days are tough. I want to make sure we're finding a good spot here. Price is holding the EMA, though, like it has been all morning. Finding new prices, trying that previous high there. Trying this previous high, 2140s, we're at the 2135s. very extended. I mean, just take a peek, like, very extended. 400 points from our London low. Can't short this high, even though that's somewhat in the strategy as well. Can't short this high because we're so close to this liquidity and we're in a trend day. Can't fight the current price action. Can't short this high. We could possibly try to long this pullback. I just don't like our 10-point stop. Doesn't feel like it's a very high risk or high reward. Maybe these 200s you could find an opportunity. We never even got there before. Very extended. We haven't even thought of anything since our 15-minute range breakout. Sat inside there for a couple more minutes and then broke out, and I've just never looked back since. Market's been open for about an hour now. We are 220 points from opening print price. About 250 from the bottom of in the New York session. And only less than 100 points now from the out liquidity draw on the 21.326. So decent idea for a trade there if we can find a spot that makes sense. Price still holding the EMA at the moment. I'm gonna try to buy the 200. I don't love it, but we'll see what happens. Feels like we're starting to. I guess the 200 even. Man, it's just so hard to buy this thing. We'll take a poke at the 200. Might take a little 10-point stop here. We're targeting these 21.326s. Might have been price trying to break there. No, 10 points from a fill here. I feel like if we do get filled, we're just going to get our faces ripped off, but let's find out. Doesn't feel like the best spot to get by in. But we're going to go for it. Want to see price hold these 200s. It's a micro pullback. Want to see it be defended. Feels like we may not be. I want to see these 200s be supported here. Buyers have been all morning. See some continuation on it. Give me a strong close there. Give me a strong close here. Give me a strong close here, Nazi. Show this support on the 200 price. Close bullish. I like that we have a bottom now to defend on that candle there. I want to see this keep pressing. Above the EMA would be great. Compressing below the EMA, not so great. See the buyers hold this like they have been. See this trend day hopefully hold. The Above the EMA would be awesome. Can't put a break even on yet. Probably not till we get back above like these 220s, if we can get there. Compressing below the EMA a little bit, it might be our problem. Price has to get above the EMA for us to be in the safety here. These 210s are being the obstacle at the moment. Want to see this above the 220s. Decent little move. It's going to be enough for a break even officially, I think. And now we just be patient. Hopefully we can get a push back towards these liquidity that we're kind of hunting at the moment. And we kind of had an eyeball on. I want to see this just keep pushing now. EMA is going to be our obstacle. If we can hold above that, we should push towards these previous highs. I want to see the buyer support this 220, support this EMA. What's the previous? The 230s we ended up, 237s, and then that previous high there at the 247s. Those are going to be the two clear obstacles. EMA is going to be the spot we want to see hold. I want to see this EMA hold. Price action slowing up a little bit. See the buyers take this thing higher. Holding the EMA. That was a good close. I have a really weird feeling our star break even could come just get clocked and then this thing goes. Let's see here though. Let's see some continuation from the buyers. We find this sideways retracement. We are at this previous high. We have about 25 minutes till Europe closes. We could see some continuation here. This feels kind of like a trendy day, so we try to price ourselves accordingly. These are the hardest, right? Like where it's just micro. Like if you are going to be in this too for this move, it's just going to move slow, it feels like. Until it doesn't, obviously, but... I like it. I like it so far for a bull flag. Just want to see this continue. I'll show you this little trend line. We got to see a breakout here. We got to see a break above this price for us to be in the gold. That's above these 220s. We want to see a good candle closure above these 220s. And we should see some continuation if we can get that. If we get a breakout here, it should find some continuation. Otherwise, we'll be compressed and still might find lower prices. Come on, Nazi. Let's get a break out of this trend line here. With this push right here. Come on. It's got to go, and it's got to go pretty strong, convincingly. It's got to go convincingly here. Break above this trend line. We could be possibly seeing that 23,000 or 21,300 hold offered. We're condensing now. I don't love it, but nothing we can do. Just wait. Either get the breakout or get a break even. Want to see this thing push above that trend line now. Come on, girl. Strong close above the 20s would be good for some continuation here. Don't want to see it wick. Don't want to see it stay in this range. The hard part for me in this trade is everyone that's been getting long hasn't even been stopped out yet. So why would they just keep offering higher prices to these people? That's kind of how I'm feeling about it. But it's trend days. This is kind of what you get on a trend day. So, oh, that candle there, that wick makes me think I should just close this. I feel like we're gonna get break even now. Failure to break out of this makes me think we're just gonna keep going sideways. This is gonna have to go quickly if it's gonna go here. Otherwise, we could just be seeing our break-even fire. We're not at a great, great range hold. Come on, NASDAQ, fill some orders up there. Get a candle close above this trend line would be fantastic. Yeah, we closed on the trend line. It's not. EMA is compressing to it as well. Man, this is the trend day, huh? Where it's just slow. They give up that 2120s price. We could be in danger. Our break even's at a interesting price, to say the least. I was hoping this was gonna break out and we wouldn't have to worry about it, but we're hanging in there. Let's get a closure above these 220s now. Come on, Nazi. Get a closure here. Definitely would bring some continuation, I think. Especially if we can get into these 30s, higher than those 30s. Failure to break up means we could break down, right? And vice versa. Come on, girl. Shake out all these shorts. Want to see a little push here. The fact that price hasn't gone anywhere is not very indicative of a continuation. It should have happened quicker. Oh my goodness, slow price action right now. Let's get a move, NASDAQ. Just absolutely hanging out at this trend line, going nowhere. Which usually means if price can't go somewhere, it's gonna go all down. So, see a push here, NASDAQ. Hold this trend line now. Get a breakout. Above these 30s. Go try that previous high at the 40s there. Struggling to, really is. See a pop now. We're at the 27s. See a pop to the 30s. Man, this sideways price action is insanity. What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? Unreal. And we're back in the trend. And below the EMA. Not a good sign for our break even here. That's kind of what we were saying, right? If price is failing to break up, then it's going to break down. We're kind of just completely sideways here. This is a brutal trade just because we didn't get any extension whatsoever. Just absolutely sideways. We're compressing pretty hard now. Assuming we're going to get break even here.
Order filled.
Unreal. The absolutely annoying trade. Jeez. Oh, that was, I don't know why that one just not good. Just didn't feel good. It was just annoying, I feel like. We didn't get any extension there. I had a feeling, though, that our one wick wasn't going to be enough. These are the hard parts, right? Where it's like now, this bottom is something I previously wouldn't mind, but as we were already here, it's hard to like want to double down on it. We are wicking. Well, it's hard to want to long this as well since we're already seeing the reaction. Can you guys hear my lawnmower? I apologize. Very loud. Compressing below the EMA now. I suppose that was probably our I mean, I know it was. We were either hoping that breaks out or it doesn't. Definitely the reason that didn't work out, right? We just had a giant extension. We tried to get it on the pullback to see if it would continue, but we got stuck. We got stuck. It's hard to want to short this thing. At any point, these buyers are just seemingly as hungry. We're going to try one here. We can get a pullback. Actually, no, we're not. I want more closer to like this price. I'm anticipating this to break out of this trend now. I'm anticipating this to break out of this trend now. We are creating this trend line. Creating a bottom here. This reaction on the EMA and this trend line is definitely bearish. Don't love that for a long offer. Well, 13 minutes till Europe closes here. I think we're gonna try a long. Very bull flag. Very bull flag. So any break above this price here, the 2120s, where we couldn't get above before, could be a nice opportunity for a long. Otherwise, we just might see lower prices here. Creating some decent structure. Holding this bottom could be an opportunity if we get back above this EMA. This bull flag could play out here. There's a push now to the 20s. This bottom was supported. Now we're finding a push. I see a little retry this breakout price now. We're going to try to join him again. Breakout is happening on this bull flag. If you guys can't hear me because of my lawnmower, I really apologize. Here's the 130s being traded now. Painful that it wanted to just come down here one more time. We got an offer in at the 21,203s. With the EMA being above that though, and this trend line, I'm not sure if we'll get that fill. Better fill might be the 207s. Yeah, we're going to try the 208 here. See if we can get a fill quickly on this candle. See if we can get a fill quickly on this candle. It may not, though. I mean, we're back to the 20s now. EMA is curling up. Just keeps bringing our price higher. One dip now into this candle. This candle's got to come give us a fill. About 8 minutes till Europe closes here. Praying for a fill to 208s. The EMA being an obstacle to 215s may stop us. We may just get a fill to the 215 there and then get a bounce. But I'm hoping the 208s, kind of trying this trend line breakout, where it was held down a couple times. Trying the other side of that trend line is kind of what we're targeting right now. And just trying the 30s again. May not get it. Oy. Well, it's about as good as you can do on a trend day, honestly. Tried to get the pullback. We hit the first one. It didn't want to move. Retested that price. Supported it by a good bottom, and this should have been the take for the long here, to be completely honest with you. No doubt about it. And now we're trying the 150s. Broke past that previous high. That was our long, boys. We were just emotional, so we couldn't spot it. We were upset about the other one. That's the breakout. That was the breakout. We're gonna try one here. It's not my favorite spot, honestly, but we're just going to try to ride this continuation of this breakout. It being so close to 11, less attractive. It being so close to 11 makes this a little less attractive, but we're going to take a poke here at the 21 220s, 230s technically. Still targeting this 21 130, 320s. We have a clear target. Just want to see it get a breakout. All right, well. Wanted to get filled in that candle. Don't love this candle for a fill. Well, I don't know. I was hoping to make some money today, boys, but price is going nowhere quickly on us. This was the trade, no doubt about it. Once we came back down to this wick support, found some support again on it, and then tested it one more time, 1000%. This was the trade. We just didn't get to spot this bottom as well because we were already trying to hold this one. So, yeah. I can delete this now. This 15-minute range, I don't know if we're ever gonna revisit it. So she may be all right to be deleted as well. What an extension leg, though. So close to that liquidity now. That's what we were trading for down here. Yeah, why did she had to come back down and we couldn't spot it because we were upset about being broke even. That is not good. You gotta do better. Excuse me. He wants the long at the 906. Where's 906, Saucy? We missed the long. We were long here. We're up 1,000, but we got broke even here, and we didn't spot this bottom to be the spot for this launch. After we got a reaction to support it, and then a slight retest with less volume, we should have taken another long here at the 94s. But now we wait. Try to find another good setup. That's what I'm in for right now. Long at 906. What are you talking about? There's no 906. You definitely get long. 960? What are you talking about? $96? 196, you mean? Price is still pushing slowly. This is that grindy stuff that I was hoping to be avoiding with just getting in here. Instead, we got in, started grinding, found some support, and then launch. Whoops, ESM. You're trading ES right now? Dang, you're trading ES. And you're at 906. Well, if you're long, buddy, it's a good place to be. If you're long, it's a good spot to be in. This thing is just inching higher. Nah, I got out. Yeah, I gotta switch over to Nazi. The old Nazi Nazarax, the NQ. This, I feel like, is gonna look for another leg extension here. It's failing to break down. It's already above that previous high. Failure to break down means what? Possibility to break up. So how'd that long treat your account, Saucy? Oh my gosh. Well, it's officially here up close. I usually get out of here, but might stay around a little while longer. Try to find an opportunity. Can't believe we... Erg. Yeah, you are. You're up 22. Yes, you are. Let's go. You trade one contract for us the way you think? I feel like I should be able to long this. It's not a bad idea, Sauce. I mean, obviously you made the 15 with the 5, but that's just because it's a different strategy. This thing is offering more than enough points. Might try to do a couple of trades, yeah. And this thing is offering more than enough points to do it with one contract, so definitely. Bum ba da bum bum bum. Ew price action just going sideways like this. No one's tempting. Nobody's doing that. I want to see a pullback. This is really ugly price action. Maybe a swift push above these 60s and then a push back in. We could book for a short. Otherwise, I can't really. I mean, you just can't keep adding and long in this thing. Unfortunately, the long that we missed painfully was back at the 200s. Absolutely sideways price action for 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes now. 7, 8, 9 really. Pretty much 9 minutes we've just gone sideways. Failure to go up means we go down. We're going to try one here. It's not my favorite trade, but we're going to take a chance. Either end the day with a winning day or take an L. Taking a chance here. Seeing if these, I'm going to fill. Trying to short the 21,245. EMA that to 21,243. So I don't necessarily love it, but we may not get a fill because of that EMA. We're trying to short the top of that. There's the EMA try.
Order filled.
We're in. We're in. Let's see if we can get a move now. Couldn't break up higher previously, so hoping to see some continuation lower now. Obviously, this is a trendy buy day, so we're going against price action. Just seeing what we can get here. Going against price action is never the best, but we'll see. We will be looking for roughly this bottom. Just need $2,000 so we can try to trade the contracts tomorrow. I want to see this give up this bottom here. Failure to do so will be bad for the bolt for this position. I want to see this bottom give up. We're going against price action, so current order flow is not on our side. Current order flow is not on our side whatsoever. Got the EMA curling a little bit here. Hopefully can keep compressing this thing. I want to see a break of this bottom at the 32s. If we can see that bottom break, we might be able to just slip on a break even. Be patient. I want to see it really give it up though. Otherwise, we are definitely in danger at any moment. I mean, again, we're going against price action here, so this isn't the most ideal. Going against current price action is never the best. We're counter trend trading at the moment. It's cold. Oi. Trying to the EMA. Want to see this break and give back towards those 30s there. Above the EMA is danger for us. Compressing below it will be great for us. And we're trying above it, so not so good for us. Yeah, and that's what you get for trying to counter trend trade. Sometimes that just happens. The breakout does come through. Looks like we got held a little bit there. Skin of our teeth. Don't know if it's going to last or not, though. Price action is telling us we're going to get stopped. Failure to hold us down by the sellers here will bring this continuation. Failure to bring this down by the sellers will bring some continuation now. Didn't really want to see this get back above this EMA the way that it did. Definitely think we're going to get stopped here now. Gonna have to see a big sell candle to save us. Otherwise, we're pretty much doomed here. At a battle price, I think we could see lower. I think we could get wicked though. We were hoping for that bottom that EMA did not hold, and she found some support. Definitely think we're in danger now. No doubt. It's going to be a barely. We're gonna get stopped out, and then it's gonna go. Bummer. Can't catch a move. This bottom didn't want to break. Went back into here. We're going to try one more time here. Probably our last trade of the day here. I want to see this break back inside of this hourly range. Last trade of the day. If we can get a fill, that'd be nice.
Order filled.
We're looking to see this break down here. I've seen the structure I wanted to see for this to possibly come back inside of this range. And now we wait. We put on risk. We accept the outcome. I want to see this break back below this EMA. This is feeling like a trendy day though, so we're still fighting counter price action, or still counter trading price action. I just have seen what I wanted to see for the shorts to possibly play along here, or play along with the shorts. Got to see this back below the EMA though, otherwise we are still in trouble. Don't want to see that wick. I want to see this close below this EMA. Don't want to see this wick. Want to see this close below this EMA. Targeting maybe even a little lower than this 15 possibly. Maybe closer to like this bottom. If we can get a move, that's kind of what we're looking at there. Closure below here, I'll put on a break even. Closer towards these 40s. See what happens. Trying to hold the CMA, the buyers are. The sellers can keep it below, that'd be fantastic. We are counter trend trading. Luckily it's around that lunch noonish time where I think we could get away with it. Price action has been trending all day though, so we might just put our foot in our mouths and pay for it. We'll see what happens. They did reclaim the EMA there. Pretty decent for the bulls. Not ideal for our position. We're at a battle price. We want to see this get won by the sellers here. Doesn't feel great, you know, in that we're in a trending day and we're at the highs. So, we'll see what happens here. We had a decent closure there, and the bulls took it right back up. So, it's kind of an indication of what might be continuing here. We're counter trending. And try one more stab at it. This is likely the last trade of the day, no matter what. Don't mind price stalling here. Just want to see this break back through this price now. The EMA will be the clear spot where if we see some continuation, they're going to support this like they have been. I'm long at 249. You're crazy, man. I like that, Saucy. It's not a bad buy. I am short, buddy. So your long rate here, targeting this liquidity up here. It's not a bad play. I think this is not really seeing the reaction I wanted to see, so. Don't want to see this hold this EMA. This candle close is going to pretty much determine this trade for me. Yeah. Don't want to see that hold the EMA at all. We're still counter trading, trend trading here. Very dangerous. Very dangerous to counter trend trade here. Sideways. We're going sideways. At an extremely battle price. That's why we're literally flickering price right now.
Order filled.
Holy shit. Well, okay. Saucy, you're in there, buddy. Come on. There's nothing about this 270 that's the bottom, that's the top, so. Dude, holy shit. Holy shit on a shingle. Your 3 contracts at 249. So you only need like 40 points, roughly. So 289 is your out. You were almost there. This is the trend day. These are the hardest days to trade, in my opinion. Unless you just keep buying. $10 high. New candle opened up. We pushed in. Does it tell you what number you need to pass those account sauce? Like for your profit target? 1500 is probably like 89-ish for you or something like that. I don't know how to check that. So if you move your 1500, click on where you put your entry price sauce. Because if you're on your phone right now, drag from your order, from where it has like your order number, click drag up to a profit target, and it will show you, it will bring a stop loss order in for you, and then set that at 1500. And then whatever that price is that it's saying that you need, then that's the price. Well, we've got quite an extension day. We're just trending higher. There's really nothing to do. Probably going to be calling here soonish. Still pressing higher now. Sasha, you probably only need like the 89s, bro. Not even. 79 maybe even too. Dude, you had to have passed these. Bum ba da dum bum bum ba da dum bum. Yeah, 1611. So you had to lose like $70, $80. You might have. Because yesterday you went over a little bit too, right? No, you made 15. Yeah, you made, yeah. So you're like $130 over. I don't know. You might have to lose like $50. You might not. I'm not sure. So it's like a $70, 150, 33, 150. What's your total account balance? It's probably like 53,140. Might be something like that. You might have gone over by like 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks. You might get away with it. I'd ask Tim first, but you might have to. I think 1611 is a little too much. I think you gotta lose like I said, 50 bucks or so. I think so, but I might be wrong. Because basically it has to be less than half, so. Brett, congrats, bro. My guy just passed his first combine. W's in the fucking chat for Saucy. Come on, buddy. That's amazing. Are you kidding me, Brett? Woo! Come on. Oh. Excuse me. All right, it's 11:30. I think I want to wrap it up. Wrap it up. How long you streaming? Yeah, I'm probably getting off of here soon, bud. Yeah, that's incredible. It really, really is. Hope this is this is the start for you, my boy. This is the actual start, and you're just gonna keep getting better and more money and more experience and more time, buddy. That's it right there. Where'd this just turn around at? 21,923s, almost the 2300s there. All right. I really appreciate everybody hanging out. I don't know if anyone's here. Hit like if you're not. Subscribe. I'm going to get out of here for the day. Longer stream than normal. And appreciate you guys. Peace.